All right, here we are. Truck and trailer, pretty good. That matches the building. Gentleman just reached out to me on my YouTube channel and said, hey, look, those bars are called meat hooks, 12-inch. And he said I should be okay legal-wise. That's just great. I mean, that's just so cool having a YouTube channel and people will steer you in the right direction, right? Am I steering them the right direction? That's the real question. So, follow me along. This is so cool. Look at this place. You gotta wonder where it all started. Probably a little freaking building on the side of a dirt road, right? Nice. So here we go. You can see, wow, they got some inventory. Boy, I haven't seen a bike dealership this well stocked in ages. And this is what I was originally looking at. So they got it on sale. So that's pretty cool. All right, and oop, I think I see mine right over there. Yep, here it is. Look. So in person, is it as cool? Oh, so hope that's in the trunk. Look, oh, there it is. Yes, sir, James. How are you? Great. I have a YouTube channel, so I'm doing my YouTube videos. So if that bugs you, I don't want to get you in it if you don't want to be in it. Doesn't matter to me.
It's up to you, man.
Yo, man, this is awesome. This is a beautiful dealership.
Yeah,
this is really nice.
Yeah.
I have bought like a Harley just about like every dealership down that DC Metro Maryland area. I mean, I'm not lying. I've bought a Harley like every dealership. And you guys so far, this is like the tops.
Cool.
As far as this is really cool. You know what? It's hard to believe. You hear this though in these CVOs. That seat for 3,800 miles, you have a hard time believing that's kind of that worn. You know what I mean? And it's not a deal breaker, but it just kind of, I guess the guy didn't really treat it, I'm guessing. I don't know. Maybe a lot of long distance driving. It shows the backrest is probably in the back here, if you know what I mean. You know, I didn't know this had,
Backrest is there.
I didn't know this had the meat hooks. That's what a guy calls these, the bigger bars. I didn't even know that. So it's so cool. As I started looking at this motorcycle, I didn't realize it had the custom front fender.
Yeah, the exhaust.
I mean, to me, I think conservative number is $5,000 on top of this bike.
Sure.
I mean, if he did it all himself, it's $5,000.
Yeah.
If he paid somebody else, it's more.
Yeah.
I've done the head pipe and exhaust. Do we know if the catalytic converter is there? Have we looked? I mean, it's not a deal breaker. I'm just wondering if he did the head pipe, I think it'd be gone.
Yeah, I don't see it.
You know, but here's the question. Because I've owned a lot of Harleys and CVOs and I've done all this stuff. Does this have the fuel pack tuner with this bike? He had to have a fuel pack. He had to have some tuner that. And you know, the irony is I just picked up a few new Harleys and I just did a head pipe exhaust on my Street Bob, and I bought a fuel pack tuner and I haven't matched it yet. So what's interesting is
there's no tuner.
But I have one I just bought and I didn't use it. Because once you use it, you're done.
You're married to the bike.
Right. So this is kind of funny, but the real concern I have on this is I've done them. Did he tune it right? Because your guys in the back end, they cannot get your side. Harley shuts it down. You just can't get these things to be tuned to the optimum performance on your side. You got to have these fuel pack, or there's a bunch of different tuners. But the biggest thing we got to hear, this thing sounds. How does she sound? We have to put it outside to do that. This is the scary part.
I mean, I can let it run for a second. I can't let it.
Yeah, I get it. But I mean, I just got to hear it, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go. We're good. Oh, my gosh. It's all about the exhaust note. Wow. Oh, my goodness. Awesome. So, we're going to hear exhaust, fender, this. Probably changed. Yeah, he changed out. Looks like he did the windshield too. He did little LED lights in the front.
And in the vent.
In the vent. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is sweet. Man, I feel for this guy. I hope this guy wasn't going through dire straits, because either there's something really wrong with this bike, or he had to make a decision financially.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of reasons why bikes get traded in.
But this guy, okay, so now conservative, we're at $5,500. Would you say I'm within reason of what he added to this motorcycle?
Yeah, the pipe was probably, I would say, 12 to 13. It's definitely has some kind of tune, which is 500 at a minimum. The front fender painted was probably at least 1,000.
Oh yeah, the handlebars,
1,000.
Right.
So, yeah.
LED lights.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
LED lights.
But is there like the Carfax thing on motorcycles? Is there like something that would tell you, oh, dude, this guy had he had the oil sump problem. He got rid of it because he got sick of the oil sump problem.
Only if it was done at a dealer.
Okay. Because the original 117s, as we all know, were having some oil sump problems right out of the gate. 18.
In 17.
17.
7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I had a 2018 117 Cedo Road Glide, which I should have never sold, but I did. All right. So really cool, really nice. And so the real key, though, when you ride this, if you know it's tuned or not, you hear you smell that unburnt fuel.
Well, it's also been sitting. You only let it run for a second. So
yeah,
you get it outside and fire it up, let it warm up.
Right. You get to drive it.
We don't do test rides.
Okay, so I buy it, and if I ain't happy, suck it up, buttercup.
I mean, I can talk to the sales manager, but yeah, we don't do test rides at any of our dealerships.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, you're a rarity. You know, most dealerships.
No, it's a lot of them are changing.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I was blown away 10 years ago, watching a Harley dealership, and I was never a Harley guy growing up. And the young girl, she's like, "Want to ride one?" I'm like, "Well, sure, but I'm not buying one." Famous last words.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard to ride one. Yeah, yeah, I bought one. All right, cool. All right, good Lord, man. Look at this. Jesus Christ. It just doesn't end, man. This is a long day. Nice operation. I can't emphasize enough. This really is a nice location. Beautiful. Great people. And, I mean, they go out of their way to try to take care of you. And the service guy did a phenomenal job of helping me find out about this bike. He actually showed me that this is actually, I'm the third owner. You gotta kind of wonder about that. I'm the third owner, but the first owner had everything done by the dealership. Not this one, a different one. So my real concern was this exhaust and the tune and everything here. See this exhaust? So the Cadillac converters are gone, but this thing, boy, I tell you what, I just rode this thing through a parking lot, and wow, this thing's definitely got a lot of power. So great operation, great service people, parts. You know, big thanks to finance people. They just did a great job. I mean, the only thing I wish was a little better shape is this seat. I'm just amazed that seat is doing that much. I mean, these seats are expensive. So hopefully my leather conditioner will clean that up. I mean, who knows? But other than that, bike's really nice. Seems to be flawless. And just wow. And even other people that have been here today, see, put the heel shifter on. I mean, that's not factory. There's just so many things this bike, but I got to get this thing loaded up, strapped down, get the hell out of here. It's going to be a long day and get back. So we'll talk more about the Harley when I get back to my residence and I ride it and whatever, if you know what I mean. So follow me along. How does the truck and trailer do now? Did I put it on the correct side? See, I debated this. So do I put the bike right side or bike left side? And part of me says, got the engine and most of the weight up there. So, yeah, I'm okay, I'm good. Because the trailer is back where I thought. So, okay, I'm all right. All right, follow me along. Wow, yikes. All right, she's strapped down. And ain't going nowhere. Famous last words, right? Oh, you know what you're going to do? You got to do the blinkers so the alarm doesn't go off. So you got to hold in the blinkers. Okay, you got to hold these two things in. So watch this here. I'm thinking watch it with my two hands, but let's see if I can do it. So you hold these in. Interesting. Wonder if you do it with the bikes there. Usually you hold it down and then it flashes. I'm gonna check this. I don't know. I'm gonna ask these guys before I leave, because otherwise you go down the road and your alarm's going off because the bike is jerking around. So let me talk to these guys, see if my buddy sees me. He's over there checking that out. Let's go ask him. He just got the Diablo. He loves that thing. All right, my sales guy's gonna show me how to deactivate the alarm, and because they've changed it. It's not the way it used to be, so he knows the new way to do it. How about that? That's just beautiful. Look at that. Yes, to me, this is a keeper. I don't think I would. For me, I wouldn't get rid of that. I wouldn't get rid of it. I wouldn't get rid of that. I mean, I just tell you what. Oh my gosh, that's a beautiful bike. It's one of 1,500, right?
Yeah, 1,014.
So it's a 1 year run and done.
No, not even 1 year. 1,500. And not all dealerships get them. We got one because we're a platinum dealer. We sell a lot of bikes.
Yeah, for me, I mean, I can't see you getting rid of it. I'd say suck it up, Buttercup. Hey, honey, suck it up, Buttercup. All right, I'm finally leaving. Jesus Christ. Another adventure. Yeah. Does it end? When does it end? When does it end, right? I hear you, man. Jesus Christ. Projects. Takes a lot out of you to spend money. All right, loaded. But now the question's going to be, how does she do? How does she do? How the hell am I out of here, right? I don't know, man. That's a good question. Yikes. Wowsker, I tell you what, this little Maverick, man, it just made me eat my words. I mean, I ain't lying. This damn thing, it just rock and rolls. I mean, so now there's 1,000 more pounds back in this truck. And I'm just not really feeling it like it's radically different at this point. Now, I think once I get up in the main highway, that'll be the question. But boy, she's just beautiful country up here in this Darlington area. It's just beautiful. And the guys that, work here and live around here, ride their bikes, they're like, man, there's just so much nice riding up here in the back roads. Just a great operation back there. Yeah, I'm a talker, so the danger of me, when you get to know me, we start talking. We start sharing and talking. Yeah, have you noticed my YouTube channel? What do I do? Yeah, I talk. Yeah. So, really nice bike. And you got, so I'm the third owner. So one guy bought it and put I think 2,800 miles on it. Next guy that bought it, he put 1,000 miles on it. And all the work that was done on that bike, it was all done by a dealer out of Pennsylvania. So we're pretty confident, I get the dealer name out of Pennsylvania, that they probably have the tuner for this bike. So, and it's all recorded. So I have all the documents that show the person serviced it at 1,000 miles, did the transmission and primary and oil change. And then this dealership just did the same thing again at 3,800 miles. So the motorcycle didn't even go 5,000 miles. I mean, 5,000 miles is the next major service after 1,000. But the guys there at this dealership, they just went over the whole bike and did it all over again. So the bike's definitely been serviced. And I'm just looking here at my map. I can't get my map. That's so interesting. I bet you can't get on there. That's why it has it that way. So I should be coming to a major intersection. I can make a left-hand turn up here. But anyways, so the bike's definitely been gone over. It doesn't show any issues. It doesn't show the one service writers. When I see engine codes being thrown on a motorcycle, that concerns me because they figure something's gone wrong with it. But he's not seeing any service, and it looks like the person bought it. They took it to the dealer for all the service and all the add-ons. So for me, I mean, oh my gosh. And these guys up here, their goal is to move a lot of motorcycles. And so they're really not real aggressive on, they're aggressive, but they're trying to price the motorcycles so they move them quickly. They move a lot of bikes. They're on the page that, they'd rather sell 100 motorcycles with not huge margins versus selling 25 motorcycles with huge margins. So I can honestly say that this dealership, but this is a conglomerate. The guy that owns it, he actually owns 3 Harley dealers. Now think about this. I mean, this guy's got the dealerships. So his other dealership is the one next to the York, Pennsylvania Harley Davidson manufacturing plant. And I've seen that dealership. So this guy here, has an incredible, successful, dealers. He has very good dealers. So, the thing is, he's making money. And you can just tell by the stock and the inventory there at that dealership that he's making money because he stocks it very well. That's the healthiest Harley dealer I've had yet. I haven't had lunch or anything. So for me, if my voice kind of sounds kind of crackly or worn out, yeah, well, Jesus Christ, man. What I've done, yeah. Full-time business. Yeah, I hear you. Right. Yikes. So now the question is, can I go down this road here? No, but it doesn't. See, it doesn't. So I don't see how that, no, I can't do that. So there's a road that shoots you back over 95 earlier, but the problem is the doesn't have an interchange you get on 95. Now it's 440, and does my computer yet tell me when I get home? So here I am taking off, and sincerely, the truck just really, it just gets up. I'm just really impressed. I mean, really the real deal is two Harleys in the back of this thing. And yeah, so, here's a debate. Do I take the Limited, which I think I will, to Tennessee? I take the CVO to Tennessee. We take the Street Bob to Tennessee. And yeah, but you know what? I ain't taking this, right? I mean, why? I ain't gonna do that. Yeah, forget that. Only way to figure it out is you just load up 2 Harleys and I go drive around for the hell of it, right? This was more about me finding out how the Maverick runs and drives with a trailer. I mean, all sincereness, I would have preferred my white Mega Cab diesel to come get this stuff. But I really want to do a YouTube video of the Maverick. So I really know now what this thing does. And I'm going to tell you what, it does a really good job. I mean, this thing really does. I'm very impressed. But here's going to be the real deal. We get back on the main highway. I said earlier, this would be probably an 8-9 mile per gallon vehicle. So far, I mean, it's at 11. But look at here. 54 miles to empty. So I'm going to have to get gas. I need to be looking for a gas station. Hello. Yeah, so didn't think of that, did I? Duh. Well, I know some locations where to get off and get gas and get food, so I know how to handle that. So, yeah, there you go. Wow. All right, so now the question is, how did I do unloading the trailer? And how's it all gonna work out? And so far, trailer's feeling pretty solid. Let's turn the adaptive on. And wow, actually I'm hauling butt. Look at this. So actually, does the trailer loaded up kind of make it a little bit more stable? I don't know about that idea, but I guess it's possible. But right now, this thing's just rocking. Wow. And I can feel it walk around a little bit. There you go. It's interesting. Everybody back there at that dealership saying don't buy gas from rural farms. When you buy gas from rural farms, your car doesn't run right. You have to go to the shop. What's that all about? I mean, that's not comforting. I mean, I'm not lying. A few of the people who work at that dealership, they're like, don't buy rural farms gasoline. Your car won't run right. Yikes. I think I'll take that advice. What do you think? Uh-oh. Or do I ignore their advice? All right, I'm gonna get some gas and get a little bite to eat because, good Lord, I'm hungry. I haven't eaten since early this morning. All right, $3.39 a gallon. Not too shabby. You know, there's $2.78 gas in, I think, down like in Mississippi. How about that? All right, so I just burned 12 gallons. Well, I drove home from Sam's, parked the truck. So I'd say I burned, about 11 gallons. 11 gallons go 100 miles. So that's about 10 miles a gallon, right? All right, so there's all the Tesla people charging their cars up. So how much is that? Some of them get that premium package, free charging, but yeah, right. Good luck on that. Guy there in the middle there, that's a rental. I talked to him. It's a rental car, and he doesn't really know. He thinks it's 35 cents a kilowatt. Hey man, I just got some chicken, some tenders. Make sure the truck's still okay. That's taking forever over there. There you are. Another nice thing about this truck is great turning radius. I mean, it's so small. Why wouldn't it be? But it's great. All right, I bought the Royal Farms fuels. Car stops running here in a little bit, right? Oh my goodness gracious. With adventures back home. Let me eat. I gotta eat. I'm hungry. Oh, the traffic's so screwed up. I'm here in Baltimore now. 4 circles. Yeah. I mean, the traffic's so backed up, it's sending me south to eventually go back north, to eventually go west. I'm right here in the prime time traffic area. This Baltimore is such a blue collar area. I mean, it's just so, look at that. I mean, just look at all the shipping, you know, areas and, oh my goodness. I used to go down to Baltimore many, many years ago in the 80s and early 90s. I had business down there. But now Baltimore is, you know, the riffraff, pretty bad, if you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so yeah, we're slowly getting home. Yeah, you pay dearly, right? Yeah, I mean, if I was trading my motorcycle in for one, that'd have been actually that'd have been the better thing. I just would have ridden up there and given them one and taken the other and blah, blah, blah. But I couldn't do a YouTube video on the Ford Maverick. This thing's really, I'm just really amazed. I'm eating my words. Stay in lane, Baltimore Harbor. Here we go. Getting ready to go underneath the water, and now, you know, it's incredible. You just feel this trailer pushing me. I mean, I'm getting better miles per gallon. I mean, this trailer's like, I don't even have my foot on the gas. I mean, he's like, good Lord. Yeah, I better stop, right? Jeez. It's all about the Maverick, right? Well, what about the Harley? I mean, come on. You've been talking about the Ford Maverick all day. What about the Harley, right? Why ain't you doing the tunnel? I'm clicking off for now. All right, there it is. Look at the cars. I shot a video this other day, and look at it. Look at all the cars, man. So what's going on? I mean, that's a lot of cars. This is the Dundalk shipping facility and terminal where cars come in. And I don't know if you can see it that well, but good Lord, man. There's a lot of cars. What's going on, everybody? You know, you gotta wonder. Yeah, right. Okay, here we go. Paid. Thank goodness. Boy, that trailer. It's so easy driving this Maverick that you really kind of forget about that trailer being a lot. Like going through that tunnel back there. I mean, it's close. Because of the trees. I mean, look at that. Look at all the cars. I mean, come on. And these aren't, you know, these are shipped vehicles waiting to be taken to dealerships. Yeah, I mean, what is going on? I'll tell you what, man. You just, I mean, if I'm a car dealer right now, do I want a ton of inventory in my lot? I don't, because I'm just going to continue to tell the story. Be so lucky you get a freaking car. once the old days come back where there's a gazillion cars on a lot, people know then they just sit it out. Just sit it out. Watch your car rot until you go there one day and like, all right, we'll give it to you. Yeah, but the challenge now for car dealerships, this isn't me beating up car people, it's just the facts. The challenge is that they're operating now on, in my view, a third to half less inventory and sales. I should say more, a third to half less sales. So their profit margins have to be much healthier for that to work. Well, all of a sudden, if they get a ton of inventory, it's a no-brainer. But the people don't come in by the droves to buy all the inventory, and then people see they have too much inventory, and then it goes to a whole business model where now the dealers are having to sell them at discounted rates again, but they're selling a third to half of vehicles less. Then the numbers don't work. It gets to be very ugly very quickly. So yeah, I'm just telling you, I'll just be amazed. I'll be amazed. It's just here in the next 2-3 months, it just isn't like wow. Yeah, wow. I don't wish any harm to anybody, but I have to wonder. So anyways, wow. I am so getting rerouted around this Beltway. Oh my gosh. It just makes, I kind of know what's going on, but at the same time, I'm like, wow. Yeah, long day. Long video, right? Maybe watch my channel, but like, oh my God. I don't even think the video can go that long today. I'll have to make it into 2 more videos. Man, this is the southbound traffic. It's a heavy, which I would be more inclined to think the northbound traffic would be heavy. Anyways, I know how the Waze is taking me around and everything, but good Lord. Yeah, this is definitely, but look at this. 11.7 miles per gallon. This damn truck. This little damn thing's incredible. Just wow. How many times have I said that, right? Oh, what's this guy doing? Is these guys getting crazy on me? Where are these guys going? The party's like they're going to Florida, but man, that's a long way away. I have a hard time believing I would think there's a lot of southern states, but I don't know. I'm not even abreast to South Carolina, North Carolina. One thing's for sure, this little truck stops really well. Really well. But here we are. This is just crazy. So, okay, so know what's going on? That 495, now I know what's going on. That Beltway is totally locked down. Something's happened. So everybody's doing what I'm doing. They're being skirted around that major Beltway to go a different way. I guarantee it. I'll be amazed. If all these vehicles go right-hand exit up here, and this next road is really heavy, then yeah, that Beltway's all locked down. Yeah, traffic's back. Up in this DC, Maryland area, it isn't as radical as it was, but it's definitely back. It's just it's a challenge. Years ago, aggravating. It was just 24/7 challenge to get around this area. And borderline, it's kind of starting to go back that way again. Yeah, I wonder why. Because people have to go to work. Just beyond believable. All right, so what about the Harley, right? What about the Harley? Wow, that thing is really cool. And I've mentioned 5 times so far that seat. Who the hell, that guy? That's a 3,800 mile motorcycle. Did the guy sell the original seat to somebody else or something? Did that seat come off some other bike? I don't know. Just to me, it's really weird on how that seat is just so worn out. To me, that seat seems like it should have 20,000, 30,000 miles on the bike. I've never seen a Harley Davidson seat that worn out with that many miles. So, part of me is like, did that guy, before he traded it in, did somebody give him money for the seat? Another guy took his seat or something. I think that's what happened. I just can't believe that seat's that worn. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not happy about that, but at the same time, I mean, the bike has so many add-ons, it's crazy. All right, so now the question is, when I ride it, will I be excited, right? Will I be happy with the motorcycle? That's the real question. And here's what's interesting is, I can't remember what I videoed and what I didn't video, but they don't allow test rides. So that, which is kind of, the gentleman said that a lot of dealers are starting to change their position on that, which that's a first. That I've gone to a Harley dealer and they've been like, no test ride. My guess is they've had too many bad experiences and insurance rates are through the roof. That's my guess. Insurance probably is very high with that, and they're just probably cutting corners, I guess. I don't know. I have no idea. And it's not the deal breaker for me per se, but you know, at the same time, how do you know, right? Until you really ride that motorcycle, what do you know? Yeah, right. Yikes. Yikes. Heavy. This road's always heavy. There's a Raptor. You know what's different about the Raptor from the 2000, I guess the newer generation? That little plastic vent on the side of the fender is up top. That's how you decipher. That's how they like each other. It's crazy. A Raptor to me, a 2018 Raptor doesn't look much different to me than a 2022. I mean, sincerely, it doesn't look much different. The interior is different because of the display and all, but other than that, it's hard to tell the difference. Anymore, the vehicles are changing so much. You know, it's hard to keep a track of what's new and what's not new. Yikes, that was a maneuver. Oof. All right, I tell you what, this truck really does good on the pickup. It really gets out of its way. Yeah, I've said it 50 times, man. The Ford Maverick, wow. Anybody out there looking that doesn't need like heavy duty, I mean, the Maverick's it, man. The Maverick's it. I'll be the first to raise my hand and say how wrong I was, that I underestimated the Ford Maverick. Kind of like the Ford Bronco. If you follow my YouTube channel, it's the exact same conversation. That I really thought the Ford Bronco wasn't going to be a big hit. I thought it'd maybe be a little bit of a disappointment. But I never really, well, I did drive some of those. But until I actually owned it, you know, so until I actually owned it, did I come to realize how great it is. With me now owning the Maverick, I can honestly say this is a great little vehicle. I mean, wow. So anybody out there that's, you know, second guessing the Ford Maverick, no way. It's a great little vehicle. It's fantastic. I mean, to me, the fit and finish, the quality, the ride. Yeah, I mean, I know it's at low miles, and I haven't driven it for 50,000 miles, but for so far what I've experienced, and now the tow day, I mean, look at this here. Now close to 12 miles per gallon. But I don't think that'll last, because I haven't really been doing the big highway speeds. But that's phenomenal. You know, if this thing here, once I get this thing back up to highway speeds, if this thing here, you know, hovers in this high 11 mile per gallon, I mean, that's just wow. Beyond wow. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Ice Age conversations continue, right? Yeah, I know. Talk. Yeah, so I wonder what other people think of the CVO Harley. I get one Harley guy that's a great guy that subscribed to my channel, and he's giving me good comments. He tells me stuff, and he's the guy really is knowledgeable of the Harley products, and I mean, I'm just thankful. You know, for you as a person, if you follow me, I have so many different things, and I talk about this all the time. I have just so many things that it's hard to be fixated on just one thing and just figure everything out. So it's pretty cool is I have subscribers that they'll like weigh in, hey, you know, Ice Age, man, you know, this is the deal. Just like on the Harley CVO, the gentleman said, hey, those are, I can't even think what he said they are. Yeah, I'll have to look at the comments again. Just too much information, if you know what I mean. But he's talking about the handlebars. And, you know, I call them the ape hangers, but they're not. But he's saying Those are 12-inch. Ah, jeez. I feel even sorry. I'll have to look at the comment again. But anyways, the individuals, they'll weigh in and they'll give me information that I think is just really great because it helps me. So, hopefully it's a two-way street here. Or someone's like, no, I just watched your channel to correct all the wrong things you say. Oh, all right. Yeah. Man, it's not monster handlebars. I can't, oh my God. It's right at the tip of my tongue of what it is. And oh well, forget it. Just like I told you, just too much freaking information. Jesus Christ. But anyways, so those watching my channel, I just wonder if they feel like, hey man, you got a good deal, nice bike, and really nice bike, and I think you did okay. Or, you paid a little too much for that, a little salty. I don't see how it could, because the individual puts so many aftermarket add-ons on that bike, which I've talked about this. The banks won't buy all that aftermarket stuff, so when you trade that bike in, you're going to get paid what the bike's worth in the market. They're not going to pay an extra $6,000 for your add-ons to the bike. I think conservative, there's $5,000 of add-ons to that bike, maybe $6,000. So, yeah, I mean, I just think it's a really good-looking bike, and yeah, until I ride it, and the way the handlebars are set up. But the one thing about the Harleys, which is not changed, is it's a heavy bike. So when you compare it to the Indian, the Indian is definitely a more nimble bike coming off the kickstand, and just the kind of way it feels. The Harley's a lot of bike. I mean, you're not a weakling getting on these Harleys. I mean, if you're not in good shape, it's pretty bad. I mean, you're not gonna ride the bike because it takes a lot, and it kills your confidence level if you don't have that you feel like you're strong enough to manhandle that bike. Yeah, then picture you put a passenger in the back of that bike, you put some gear in it, all of a sudden between you and the bike, you can be looking at 1,400 pounds. Yeah, that's a lot of weight, a lot of material going down the road. I was hoping to get a flashback of the name of those handlebars, but I can't. I'm going to have to look at my YouTube channel, and I'm going to have to look at what he said to figure it out. I just can't remember. All right, follow me along. Yeah, they're called meat hooks. Jesus Christ. I wouldn't remember anything. I wouldn't be able to remember that for anything in the world. Meat hooks. I mean, it has like no relation to the motorcycle conversations I know of. So yeah, thank you for giving me a heads up, because one of the service writer guys there, he mentioned the same thing. He said, yeah, those are meat hooks. And he said also that definitely dealer installed, but it shows that. So it's pretty cool on this bike. It shows all the aftermarket stuff was installed by a dealer. So it wasn't some guy like Ice Age Man trying to make it all work. So he claims that those handlebars, that can get very expensive. You just have to put new cables in. It's a longer handlebar. So yeah, there's a lot on that bike. Yeah, can I keep this one? Can you just keep one of them? Just to appease the YouTube viewers. Can you just keep one damn car and one damn bike more than a month or two? Yeah, right. Yeah. So what's the next adventure, right? Oh, it still ain't good enough, right? Well, in all sincereness, there's nothing on the books at the moment. Well, in all sincereness, the next adventure is trying to sell some other motorcycles. Yeah, that's the danger. Yeah, so here you go. So I have the Hondas in the marketplace for a while, and I don't know, if the times have changed, maybe people just don't have our position to. I mean, I don't believe that personally. I think that people still have money, but anyways, here's the challenge. So the Hondas sit out there, and eventually I'm like, all right, I gotta get rid of them. So I go to the Honda dealer. So how does that play out? I mean, come on. I take 3 units to Honda dealer, and then it'll be something sitting there, right? So it'll be a 3-for-1, right? And in all sincereness, I just really rather sell all 3 and be done with it. Yeah, that's what I'd rather do. Yeah. And then go down south Can I part with my Indians? Ah, geez, decisions. Just too much emotions. You know, you go and buy stuff. Anybody does this, yeah, it takes it out of you. Yeah, it definitely takes it out of you to go out and buy things and come to closure to buy it. You know, there's some people that can't even sign a buyer's order that haven't bought a car in 10 years. They're just getting ready to buy one car 10 years later. There's people that literally walk out the door and just can't do it. Yeah. Yeah, well, you know that ain't me, right? Right. All right, got a 6:50 arrival. Roads have opened up. 11.8. I'm trying to keep it about 70 miles an hour. That's kind of what I'm trying to keep it at, to keep it realistic. See, that says 72, but it's really about 70, 71. So let's see what we get. I mean, this would be really impressive, everybody, if this is close to a 12 mile per gallon vehicle. For the record, if you're not towing an enclosed trailer, you're closing an open trailer, no doubt in my mind you're going to get 12 plus miles per gallon. That's pretty damn impressive. Right. Oh, the day is passing us. Wow. As you progress in life, the days just fly by. Wow. So the truck isn't having, there's no wind out. So unfortunately, when I got going this morning, my feelings were this trailer really pushes this truck around, but without the wind, it doesn't. So it's a really rock solid little truck. Wow. And I'm averaging 11 miles per gallon. That's a solid number on towing this vehicle. So that's pretty impressive. Because I have towed this vehicle with other vehicles where I've gotten 6 to 8 miles a gallon. Yeah, the Ford Bronco. Now I had another motorcycle in it, but I have a hard time believing one more motorcycle in this trailer would take this thing down by 3 miles per gallon. I can't see it. I don't think it'd be radically different, really. Yeah, so the time we get home, it's going to be just about dark. Wow. What a day of yabba dabba. Yeah, you see what they want to do, the traditional Harley thing. What they want to do is they want to introduce you to the parts department, the service department, the clothing department. And since they weren't overwhelmed with customers, each person had time to kind of spend time with me and talk. So yeah, that it just turns into the yabba dabba dabba doo. But then I really spent a lot of time with the service guy to really find out more in-depth information on this bike, because I'm just telling you, people know, if you don't tune these motorcycles correctly, it's going to be a major problem down the road. And for me, I know I have a warranty on the bike, but I prefer not to blow the engine up. I mean, why do you want to do that? Because if you blow it up, then it just tells you then it wasn't running right, and so you're going to get it right the next time. Yeah, then you're like, well, just put it back to factory exhaust and have them hook up their own computer and program it for that. But what's kind of interesting is some Harley dealers won't touch these programmers. They want nothing to do with it because it's EPA guidelines that where Harley gets fined. So, I mean, some Harley dealers, I'm telling you right now, they will not tune your bike with the aftermarket tuner. And Harley really doesn't have a per se tuner that they're wanting to really hook up to your bike and make it work correctly with your whatever aftermarket exhaust you put on your bike. They don't want the liability. The EPA went after Harley 5 years ago, and they hammered them for not following EPA guidelines. So Harley has a very strong stance of we want nothing to do with modifications, because technically it's against the law. Yeah, there's a form I had to sign, showing that I'm not going to modify that bike by Maryland guidelines and laws. Well, it's not going to be registered in Maryland, so I'm not really worried about that. But technically, if you're registered in Maryland, does that bike pass emissions? I don't know if Maryland has motorcycle emissions. If it does, I don't know. I have no idea if it passes or not. Here's a beautiful view coming into Frederick, Maryland. I wanted to move up here so many years ago. Years ago, I was all on the page of moving up to Frederick, Maryland, because it was just so fresh and new and young, and Jesus Christ, this town's grown by leaps and bounds. Like, what hasn't? Yeah, so to get as much information on that bike as I possibly could, and the service writer there really helped me out a lot. So that just kind of puts me in my mind at ease better, because I'm going to tell you now, if it had no service record of that bike having those exhausts put on with no tune on it, I'd already be like, yeah, here we go. There's no doubt in my mind this is going to be a project. But I haven't ridden the bike, so how do we know? Hopefully tomorrow I get to ride the bikes. That's the goal. Because this weekend, the hurricane weather moves into our area, being it's just rain. It's supposed to rain all weekend long. Forever video, you guys follow me YouTube channel. Try to share my adventures where you can feel like you're sitting right next to me and you go with me. Yeah, that's kind of the idea, if you know what I mean. So you can say, yeah, I took a ride with the Iceman today, and this is what we did. What'd you do today, honey? Oh, I took a ride with the Iceman, and he went and bought another thing. Yeah, one of the ladies there at I was talking to her about, she wants to get like a new car or something, and I said, just watch my YouTube channel and just show it to your husband, and then he'll think that you're okay. See, that's the thing. If anybody shares my YouTube channel, somebody else that thinks you buy things too much, you just go, no way, I don't buy much of anything compared to the Iceman. Watch this guy's channel. This guy here, he's freaking just out of control. Yeah, he's out of control. Yeah, right, yep. Do I make it before the sun sets? Do the driving lights convert into headlights? This little truck's getting it down the road. I mean, it just scoots on down the road. Wow. Yeah, it's my new favorite vehicle. It really is. So practical. All right, we'll kind of start wrapping this thing down here for the record. Look at that. How do you not just like ruin the suspension? You see the tires, everything's like bowed out. I just don't get that. Wow, what just happened here? This guy here just like locked him up or something? I have no idea. So either he lost his tire, would be my guess. Yeah, look at this. Look at the tires. His brakes just locked up. Oh yeah, he just blew out a freaking tire. That sucks. That's gonna be a long evening. Yikes. Wow. Happens fast. Oh, right. We are back to Virginia as the day comes to an end. The Ice Age adventures. I mean, now the question is, do I pull the motorcycle out of the trailer? I think I should. And get her ready to ride tomorrow? Yeah, y'all. So what? She's like, where the heck are ya? Yeah, you know where I am because I got her approval to do it. I asked. And I was just telling you, that's one of the nicer Harley Davidson dealerships that I've gone to. I mean, just a really nice environment and just really nice people. I mean, it kind of reminds me of the Tennessee people, you know. So, I mean, I'm just telling you, it's just a really nice operation. And, you know, remember how I was talking about leaders this morning in my morning video? I am such a believer that businesses so reflect the leaders of the business, the owners, the management. I mean, it just befuddles me that people can't figure out, you know, why people are unhappy. And, you know, and it just kind of comes full circle back to who's in charge. Who's in charge? And so for that dealership, you know who's in charge. The owner's in charge, and he knows how to run a business. So for me, anybody that's looking for a nice Harley Davidson dealership up in this Virginia, Maryland, DC, Pennsylvania, Jersey, New York, West Virginia, I mean, I'm just telling you right now, I would make the drive that dealership, because they're just a really good group of people that work there, and just a really nice operation. And for the owners, it radiates back of the passion they have for that industry and business. Yeah. So, I hope anybody that's in the market for a Harley Davidson that lives in this area I told you about, I would definitely check out the Chesapeake HD dealership here in Darlington, Maryland. And then apparently they've got another dealership up there in the York, Pennsylvania, and another one somewhere in York, Pennsylvania. So, once again, if it's me, I would definitely give them a shot. And I'm just it's just an energy thing. You just can feel it. So, all right, coming down the home stretch. Lights on now. And I'll just kind of wrap it up here shortly after I get home, and we do the final walk around, and we get the bike out of the trailer, and so I hope everybody's been enjoying my video. The nice comments, the support, and share the video with other people. I mean, hopefully the video gives you some insight, gives you some information. On the Maverick side, this is a huge hit. It's a huge hit. This thing just rocks. I just can't emphasize enough. The Maverick truck. This should have been the truck of the year. Hey, Rivian, sorry. I mean, if we're going to talk about a truck, wow, this guy here, that's scary. But I mean, sincerely, this should have been the truck of the year. Motor Trend, in all fairness, I don't think they had, I don't know. I haven't even looked into the Ford Maverick truck, being truck of the year or not. I don't know. I haven't looked into that. But I'm going to make it the Ice Age TV truck of the year. How about that? Yeah, I'll start my own little Ice Age TV. Well, I'm already doing reviews, right? So why don't I qualify? Yeah, I'm gonna have it the Ice Age TV Truck of the Year award. Yeah, take that. Touche, Rivian owners. Sorry. The Maverick wins. Yeah, you can buy like 5 of these for the price of 1 Rivian. All right, I'm opting mine out pretty well. You can buy 3 of them. Yeah, you can buy 3 Mavericks for the price of 1 Rivian. Oh my gosh. What about your Ford F-150 Lightning? Yeah, I know, don't laugh too hard, because it's about the same story with those things too, right? Yep, sure is. All right, we're cutting close to home. Trailer's tracking phenomenally. I mean, I've got this thing up to 11.7 miles per gallon, and we are in the home stretch. I was wondering if this thing had the auto highlight head beams, and it does. Trailer's lit up, all the auto came on. All right, we're home. Oh yeah, right? What a day. What an adventure. All right, this is always the scary part. I open this trailer up. You can only hope and pray this bike's still standing. Whew. It is. Thank God. I'm going to get her out. See how she sounds, how she looks. These bikes here at nighttime look so cool. With these day marker, daylights, what do they call them? Wow. And then with the meat hooks. I'm getting it. I got meat hooks, handlebars. I'm being taught, right? Yeah. All right. Something I do, I've talked about this. I always strap my back tire down so these bikes will walk. And I mean, they will walk into this wall. Yeah, ask me how I know. So it's really cool. Like this really good. Thank goodness. Now we pop her, which this is sometimes challenging. Just look how close that is to that. So, the challenge with these really nice motorcycles is don't scratch it up. Just trailering it. That's the challenge. All right. I'm going to take a ride. How about that idea? Get on her and see how she does. You think about I bought a nice bike, right? And haven't even driven the damn thing, right? Besides through the parking lot. Yikes. Okay, let's see here. Fork on. Look at those lights. Wow. Wow, that battery needs battery time. Wowsker is the word. Wow, this thing's awesome. Oh my gosh. That 117 motor, it's a huge difference from that 114. This thing's just really nice. I mean, I can't emphasize enough. My love for the Harley is back. Wow. Look at the lighting on this thing. I mean, so you're coming up against this bike. I mean, come on. You know, another thing I didn't mention, this guy put these high-end shocks. I can't think of the name of them, but they're like $1,600 shocks. The service guy showed me that. So this guy, I mean, conservative. There's probably $7,000 between labor and parts on this motorcycle. I mean, I think I did really well because this is a 43.5, 44 grand, brand new in 2019. Conservative, the guys put $7 grand in it. That's 51 without tax or anything else. I mean, I think this person is supposed to 55 in this bike. I just got it for 37.8. I think it did pretty damn good. This thing's awesome. I mean, I just want to go ride, but it's getting late. I don't feel like finding out what creatures are on the road tonight, but hopefully tomorrow we ride. Just wow. This is so cool. Awesome bike. I got the heated seat on, and I got the heated grips on, so it's just so comfortable. Plenty of wind deflection. And see down here, this so keeps the air off your leg. So this is a total, fall, winter, nice day, winter riding bike that you stay comfortable. Well, it's good. I think the bike's really broken in. Everything's good. Hope he has the 90-degree tire valve stems like they say in the CVOs. You can never find them. They're always down the way. So just really nice. We'll ride her back in. like they did good. A lot of bike. And if you're not an experienced rider, I mean, this is just a lot of bike. It's heavy. So I think we're going to call it a night. An Ice Age Adventure Day with Harley. My new CVO Limited 2019 117 motor setup. And a lot of accessories added to it. So let's call it a night for the Iceman. What a day. Thanks for watching, everybody, and have a safe evening. God bless, and stay tuned for more.